Live.com. It's Mac High taking on the Lobos of Palmview. And the Lady Lobos have the ball as we start play here in this silver championship game on the House of Pain final day tournament. There's a three-pointer that won't go, missed by the Lady Lobos, and a rebound. And here come the Lady Bulldogs from Mac High. This is the silver bracket championship game. We've already got a bronze champion as Rowe defeated LBJ 49-38. And this championship game is the second of 4 games, which we'll bring your way here on RioSportsLive.com. Ball out of bounds. It stays in the hands of the Mac High Lady Bulldogs. And now we've got a quick timeout. Nothing doing on the scoreboard. 7:29 to go. Less than 30 seconds in. We've got a timeout. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Mott's Building Materials. The Mott's Flooring Department has everything, with the largest in-stock selection in the Valley. You can find vinyl and ceramic tile, hardwood, carpet, and vinyl flooring all under one roof. Our flooring experts can help you figure out what works best for you and your budget. Walk out with your floor that same day or get it delivered anywhere in the Valley the next day. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Back here after a quick timeout. It's Mac High basketball. Thanks again for watching here on RioSportsLive.com. Any social media that you happen to be watching on, especially on the Facebook side of things, I ask you that if you get a chance, share the link so we can get it out to other fans that are out there watching this game. Mac High basketball on penetration. Get it back outside to Giannis. Now around the perimeter. Here's a three by Gamino, but that won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Lobos basketball. Palmview Lady Lobos in the black uniforms. Once this tournament concludes, everyone goes into district play, and Palmview will be taking on McAllen Rowe next Friday as Rowe gets a week off for the most part after today's action. They'll get to rest up, talk to their coach and their players just a while ago. They're staying around watching this Palmview team one more time for a little while as they take on the Mac High Lady Bulldogs here. On a Saturday, that pass is deflected and stolen, and here come the Lady Bulldogs into the front court. That's going to be Heaven Wilbanks with the ball. 6:35 to go in the first quarter, out to Cervantes. Cervantes passes it to Gamino. Now they go on the blocks inside to Signs. That pass is a loose ball and a jump ball called. We'll stay right here. Mac High basketball. Our next game will have Brownsville Veterans Memorial taking on Edinburgh Avila. And then our championship game, Laredo United takes on McAllen Memorial. Right side pass for Cervantes, back outside to Signs. And check that Gamino. Gamino directs some traffic against his own defense. Out for a Wilbanks three, and that's off the mark. Bocanegra got the rebound, and here come the Lady Lobos. Still looking for our first points of this game. Right side pass, three ball by Pena. That one won't go. Long rebound goes out of bounds. Stay here. It'll be Lobo ball. Palmview with the basketball on the baseline. Get it into Cano. Cano hands it outside to Flores. Renee Flores goes baseline. Passes outside, rolls outside to the left side. Now from the baseline, that shot goes up, no good, and a foul call is going to get Renee Flores to the free throw line. Flores, a 5'7" junior, steps to the free throw line for the Palmview Lady Lobos. Foul was called on Celeste Signs. Signs her first foul. Free throw number 1 by Flores is up and in. First point of the game comes at 5:23 to go in the first quarter. Signs ready with the next one. Makes that. 2 for 2 for Renee Flores. 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldog ball. Cervantes has it between the circles. 2-3 zone defense out of the gate for the Palmview Lady Lobos. Wilbanks on the baseline. Nothing there for her yet. Get it out to Cervantes. Now reverse it back to Gamino. Now to Wilbanks. Back to Gamino. Gamino to Signs. Now there's Wilbanks. Outside for a Gamino three. Good look, and she made it. Alex Gamino with her first bucket of the game. It comes from beyond the arc. 4:53 to go here in the first quarter of play. Palmview ball between the circles. To the right side it goes to Pena. Pena on the dribble. Swings it right side, now gets it back. She wants a three, and that's off the mark. Rebound. Pinball's out. Lady Bulldogs get it. Nice job and a timeout call. Great hustle that time by Gamino. Timeout on the floor. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close.
Of wanting
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again.
This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
On the strength of an Alex Gamino three-pointer, the Lady Bulldogs with the lead, and they'll break out of the huddle. And thanks to Alex Gamino's hustle on a loose ball after a missed three-pointer, she went to the floor, got the rebound, and called the timeout. So the Lady Bulldogs will have the ball as we start play here with 4:31 remaining in this first quarter of play. Wilbanks hands it off to Cervantes. Cervantes brings it across the timeline. Over it goes to Gamino. Gamino to Wilbanks, double teamed on the baseline. Ball knocked out of bounds. Touched last by the Lobos. Brittany Cano got a hand on it. Cervantes will trigger the inbound play to Wilbanks. Heaven Wilbanks to Demarius Giannis. Giannis to Alex Gamino. Gamino hands it off to Cervantes. 4 minutes left here in this first quarter of play. Low scoring game out of the gate. In the corner it goes to Gamino. Baseline to Wilbanks to Signs. Gamino for a three and missed that one. Long rebound. Lobos secure that and want to run into the front court. Down the right-hand side. Shot up. That's partially blocked. Cano got the shot off. It's out of bounds. It'll be Lobo ball with 3:45 to go here in the quarter. Lobos to throw the ball inbounds. Flores to trigger the inbound play. Gets it into Guerra. Guerra out between the circles. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Bounce pass to Cano. Cano near the mid-court stripe for the Lady Lobos from Palmview. Left open, top of the key, lets it go from three. Back of the rim. Rebound by McAllen. Outside, now they go back inside, and that one's stripped. Loose ball picked up by Wilbanks, and here comes Wilbanks down the right side, now back to the middle of the floor for the Lady Bulldogs. Hands it off to Serena Cervantes. Cervantes in the corner to Gamino. Gamino looking further in the corner for Wilbanks, nothing there. Gets it back outside to Cervantes. Patient set by the Lady Bulldogs out of the gate. Gamino dribbles it a couple of times out to Cervantes. Right now, everything on the perimeter against this zone. Wilbanks on the attack, penetrates in, blocked by McAllen. Ball in the front court for the Lady Lobos. Outside for a three for Guerra. That one won't go. Rebound. McAllen got the rebound. Hands it off. Now the ball goes in the hands of the Mackay Lady Bulldogs. 2:18 to go here in this first quarter. Our next game will be the Gold Bracket Championship game. Edinburgh Vela already here. They'll be playing against Brownsville Veterans Memorial. That'll be a broadcast game coming your way at the conclusion of this one. Gamino has the ball for the Lady Bulldogs, out to Cervantes. Back to Gamino. Entry pass to Signs. Outside, and there's a foul called. Giannis with the catch. Substitution will check in the game. Jasmine Pena will enter. So will Tiffany Gonzalez for the Lady Lobos. That foul was called on Bocanegra, which is her second. She'll have a seat on the bench. Mackay with the ball. That's a forced pass. They were looking for Giannis posting up, nothing doing. Turnover gives the ball to the Lobos. Minute 35 to go here in the first quarter. Outside three by Pena. This one's short. Gets her own rebound, tips it into the hands of Cano, and there's a travel. Turnover by the Lady Lobos, gives it right back to Mackay. Minute 22 to go here in this first quarter of play. Wilbanks has it at the midcourt area. Passes it right side. They'll stay on the perimeter to Gamino. Gamino back to Cervantes, out to Wilbanks. Minute 4 to go. Gamino wants a three. Answer, yes. Three by Alex Gamino. She's got a couple of those in her pocket here in the first quarter. She's got all the points scored by the Mackay Lady Bulldogs. 48 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pass inside, deflected off the hands of Signs. It'll be Palmview ball. Palmview to throw it in to McAllen. Caught it, shot it, made it. 6'1" senior Sindar McAllen with the bucket, her first points of the game. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mackay with a 2-point lead. Wilbanks runs the point. Outside to Gamino. Gamino to Signs. Makes a move, right side. Missed the shot. Rebound, Lady Lobos. Trying to push the issue, and then it's stolen. Signs with a shot, but she'll travel first. They got the turnover, but then turn it right back over to you. So each team with possession for a moment. Palmview ball, 14 seconds left in this first quarter. They've scored just 4 points, but still trail by only 2. On the dribble to the right side is going to be Flores, and there's a foul called on top. Cervantes trying to fight through a screen will be called for the foul on the Lady Bulldog. The 5'1" senior picks up her first. Team foul number 2, 6.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lobos to inbound the ball. Pena catches. On the dribble is Flores. Flores launches a shot and it won't go, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. Gamino secures another rebound. It was Alex Gamino's show. 6 points, 3 rebounds for the senior. For the Bulldogs, they lead after 1. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Se reveló el secreto. La taquería El Zarape fue nombrada la número 1 en el área. Descubra por qué El Zarape siempre es la solución fresca y sabrosa para todos los apetitos al mejor precio. Desde ricos tacos calientes y platos de desayuno tradicionales a abundantes opciones de almuerzo y cena. Favoritos como el Corn Taco Combo, fajitas, tortas, tostadas, papas al horno y más. O el popular paquete familiar, perfecto para familias grandes y reuniones. Corra la voz sobre las ofertas de comida demasiado buenas para perderse. En la taquería El Zarape en todo el valle.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here after the timeout. We are set for the second quarter of play. Right now the the Mackay Lady Bulldogs are on top by the score of 6-4. Row Warriors earlier today won the bronze final game behind Giovanni Solis and her 35 points. They knocked off LBJ. Here the Lobos of Palmview with the ball as we start play here in the second quarter. Renee Flores, one of the leading scorers, with 2 points for the Palmview Lady Lobos. Takes it off the dribble, forced a shot and whistle, and a charge is going to be called on Flores. Defensively, nice job getting in position for the Mackay Lady Bulldogs on the defense. Question asked if we're going to cover the boys' game today. I'm by myself today, and I can't get from here to there in time to set up and broadcast that game. Championship game here at 1 o'clock. It's a stretch to say I could get there. Will Banks misses a shot. But I'd have to be in my car driving pretty quick and then set up. There's a missed shot by Cano on the other end by the Lobos. So I'm afraid I'll say no on that broadcast of the row game today as Juarez Lincoln's in town. We'll stick here with this. All games today on our website, and it looks like everything's at 2:30. We'll see if any of these 5A district games are coming up later on today. There's a 3 o'clock game at Laredo Cigarro. If I wanted to travel out there, I'll never make that one. Afraid not. Afraid this will be the only broadcast venue for the day. Alex Camino with the ball out to Signs. Signs at the free throw line. Pulls the trigger on that, but that won't go. Rebound, an offensive rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. Get it back to Signs. Goes baseline and traveled. Demarius Giannis got the offensive rebound that kept that possession alive, but then Signs got caught for the steps. Palmview basketball. Like I said during our last broadcast, I'm looking at the equipment I've got. I'm staring at 3 cameras. 2 of them are sitting behind me. Don't have camera operators. There's a three-pointer launched and missed. Rebound taken down by Gamino. Gamino's been busy here in this game so far. Into a double team. Now the whistle blows. So it's a matter of personnel. It's just people, and of course people aren't. Well, my wife and I appear to be working for free. I think I am at times. But for me to bring other people on board, I've got to get this sponsorship thing in gear and rolling. We get through this holiday period, I think that's going to be okay. Gamino outside the arc. But if I had it, I could easily send a camera operator and an announcer over to Rowe, and yes, I would be able to broadcast that game, and I could send another one to another venue and broadcast another game. And that's the plan after we get through this holiday period and everyone gets back to school and everyone gets back from vacations. There's a shot that misses, but Camino's going to get to the free throw line. I can split into, there's 2 distinct directions I can go as I start to monetize this to a level of being able to bring either more people on board or more equipment. Here's a 3 by Gamino, and that's up and in. Gamino with her 3rd 3 of the game. 5:50 to go here in the half. I can either go with the graphics and making the games more presentable with better camera angles and more graphics on the screen, or I can spread out and get more coverage. Here's a 3 that misses by Guerrero. Rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. They've scored the only points here in the second quarter, up by 5, looking for more. Wilbanks has it. Signs posts at the free throw line, get it over to Gamino instead. Gamino back to Wilbanks. Long 3 on the way, and that's off the mark. Rebound, Lady Lobos. Gonzalez secured the board. They'll work the offense. Cano has it between the circles. Top of the key it goes to Guerra. Guerra hands it off to Flores. Flores with 4:55 remaining here in the half, guarded by Cervantes. Takes it off a dribble, spins in the lane, shot it off the rim, no good. Rebound, how about another rebound for Gamino? That's her 5th of the game. Alex Gamino, 9 points, 5 rebounds, still in the first half, 4:35 to go. Wilbanks to Gamino, another 3, and this one's short. Rebound goes out of bounds. So all I can continue to ask as the fans and players and coaches ask me, is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can do? Is pass the word to some of these potential advertisers that they can jump on board. It's not just that I'm asking for, it's not a donation anymore. We've got the numbers as far as the analytics, which seems to be the big thing that's requested. Well, how many people you have watching? Well, how about we reach 267,000 last month. I did a search. That's just on Facebook alone. You get these reports that say how many views of your videos and how many you reached. 67,000 views of videos between within the last 30 days. You go back further, and you get that again for the month of October into November, which is our first month. So back-to-back months in which we reached that. Free throw by Flores, up and in. 2 for 2 on the trip. So that's how we grow. That's how we are able to cover more games. Of course, email us at realsportslive@gmail.com if you get a chance, if you have anyone in mind that may help us out. Camino on the dribble. Outside it goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks over to Camino. Camino, ball between the circles. Left side it goes to Wilbanks. 3:35 to go here in the half. Back outside to Camino. Camino to Signs. Signs over to Giannis. Giannis with a bounce pass. There's a jumper that goes up. Missed by Cervantes. Rebound by Celeste Signs. Put it up and in. Celeste Signs, the 5'10 senior, scores her first points, secures her third rebound of the game. A 5-2 run by the Lady Bulldogs here in the second quarter. Have them up by 5 with 3:10 to go. That's a forced pass on the way for McAllen, and a foul's going to be called. And they'll call that on Signs, which will be her second foul. 3:05 remaining here in the half. Substitution checks in. Jasmine Pena for the Lady Lobos will enter the ball game. Inbound play, wide open three by Flores. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound out to Magayan. Sendar gives it up to Flores. Flores from the right corner. Backs it back outside. 2:53 to go here in the half. Now that's Pena with the ball to Magayan. Lets that one go. Front of the rim. Offensive board though. Another chance for the Lady Lobos. From 3, that one's perfect. Jasmine Pena with a three-pointer. Her first bucket of the game. Cuts the lead back to 2 just like that. 2:33 remaining in the half. Wilbanks has it. Left side it goes to Gamino. Gamino to Signs over her head on the turnover. Lady Bulldogs have to get back. Lady Lobos with the basketball across the timeline. On the dribble is Cano. Cano to the right side to Pena. This time she's guarded. Forced that pass for Tiffany Gonzalez. It's a turnover as Signs poked it away. Wilbanks now has it in the top of the key. 2 minutes left here in the half. Wilbanks to Gamino. Gamino watches the cutter. Signs pops out high side. Sets a screen. Off the dribble this time. Outside it goes to Wilbanks for a 3, and that's no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Shooting-wise, Lady Bulldogs just 1 of 12. Check that. 3 of 9 from the three-point arc. 1 of 12 is the Lady Lobos. Lady Lobos just 2 of 17 shooting overall as a team here in the first half, and yet they trail by just 2. Pena has it. Outside. Gets it right back. Now lobs it inside and threw it over the head. That's tough to do. Over the head of Magayan. Turnover, and here comes Gamino for the Lady Bulldogs. Alex Gamino. Right side to Wilbanks. Wilbanks gets it to Signs. Gets it right back. Makes a move on the right side. Attacks. Shot it and got fouled. Now call that foul on the floor on Renee Flores. For Flores, that'll be her second foul. Team foul number 4 on the Lady Lobos. Substitutions off the bench. Here comes Crystal Bocanegra back into the game, and Denise Hernandez for the Lady Lobos. Bocanegra re-enters with 2 fouls here in the first half. So she'll have to be relatively careful here in this final minute and 10 if they start the clock. Hasn't started yet. Three-pointer on the way by Gamino. That won't go. Rebound, Lady Lobos. That's Hernandez with the board. Lobos with the ball in the front court. Down just 2, under a minute to go. Pena has it. Off the dribble. Left open for a minute. Looked like she was squaring up for a 3. Still to the right side. Guarded by Gamino with 47 seconds to go, and Gamino ties her up. Jump ball, but stay here. Possession change. Mark Gonzalez says, how about Hannah last night scoring 50 points yesterday and 23 three-pointers, or 13 three-pointers. Yeah, I saw that. 10 of those in the first half as the Lady Eagles were in district play. There's a steal by the Lady Bulldogs into the front court. Work it in the corner. It goes to Will Banks. Makes the charge and gets to the line. Blocking foul called, and that's going to send Evan Wilbanks to the free throw line for the Lady Bulldogs. 32 seconds remaining. First one good. Second one coming up by Wilbanks. That one's out of the mark. Rebound by the Lady Lobos. Bocanegra secured the board. Lady Lobos, quick pass down the left-hand side, and out of bounds it goes. The right idea was there as Kano was splitting behind the defense. Could not handle the pass. Out of bounds it goes. 22 seconds left here in the half. Gamino brings it up for the Lady Bulldogs. She's got 9 points here in the first half. Down to 15 seconds. Gamino to the right side to Wilbanks. Wilbanks with 10 seconds to Signs. Signs back to Wilbanks with 8. Over to Gamino with 6 on the clock. Now down to 5. Now to 3. Here's a long 3, and that one's short off the mark and out of bounds, and we're at halftime. Alex Gamino, though, led the way. She scored 9 points and 5 boards. Lady Bulldogs hang on to the lead at halftime over the Lobos of Palmview. Back after this. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Stains, all at great prices. With the newest technology on the market, you can see the latest color trends and visualize your next project. If you still need help, we can give you pointers and make suggestions based on what you need. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff. Great prices. Great cause.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Se reveló el secreto. La taquería El Zarape fue nombrada la número 1 en el área. Descubra por qué El Zarape siempre es la solución fresca y sabrosa para todos los apetitos al mejor precio. Desde ricos tacos calientes y platos de desayuno tradicionales a abundantes opciones de almuerzo y cena. Favoritos como el Corn Taco Combo, fajitas, tortas, tostadas, papas al horno y más. O el popular paquete familiar, perfecto para familias grandes y reuniones. Corra la voz sobre las ofertas de comida demasiado buenas para perderse. En la taquería El Zarape en todo el valle.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
this close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
My name is Ben Smith, and I'm the general manager at the Palmview location. The sales staff at Mott's can help you find the right materials for the job. We're experienced, friendly, and eager to help. With that DIY project you've been waiting to start, or that large order you need to fill fast, our experts can help you figure out what's best for you and your budget.
And if you're way in over your head, we can point you in the right direction. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Help us give back to the community. Volunteer your time or donate to Habitat for Humanity Restore. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Thanks again for joining us here on RealSportsLive.com. I'm Joe Bowling with you. We're at halftime of the Silver Bracket Championship game between the Mackay Lady Bulldogs and the Palmview Lady Lobos. 12-9 your score. Leading scorer Alex Gamino leads everyone in scoring. She's got 9 points in the first half for the Lady Bulldogs. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got Renee Flores leading the way with just 4 points. She was quiet as the Lobos struggled shooting the ball in that first half of play. 2 of 17 from the field for just 12%, and yet they're only down 3. Mackay Lady Bulldogs actually struggled as well, shooting 4 of 18 from beyond the arc for just 22%. Our second broadcast here today of 4. Next up will be the Gold Bracket Championship game. Brownsville Veterans Memorial taking on Edinburgh Vela, and will lead up to the championship game on the Platinum side, which is McAllen Memorial taking on Laredo United. We've got boys district basketball action coming your way later on. After the first of the new year will be on Tuesday. We'll be at Ed Couch Elsa as the Ed Couch Elsa Yellow Jackets will take on the Mercedes Tigers. That'll be one of our broadcasts on Tuesday. And then Friday, which will be my birthday, we'll be at Harlingen as they travel to Los Fresnos. So we're at Los Fresnos on Friday night for the Harlingen Cardinals taking on Los Fresnos Falcons in District 32 6A action. Meanwhile, we're looking at soccer coverage. I know some of the soccer games started yesterday, and we are going to be operating from soccer venues in the very near future. I know for certain we are heading to the Brownsville Sports Park on January 11th, 12th, and 13th. Pencil us in, or ink us in for that. We'll be covering 10 games a day for the first 2 games. 20 games on the boys and girls soccer side of things. We'll cover 40 different soccer teams out of the gate for the Rio Grande Valley at that Brownsville soccer tournament in 2 days. And then we'll wrap it up with the championship coverage as well. Meanwhile, we're also spinning the wheels on the continued basketball coverage, as will now be full-blown district action across the Rio Grande Valley. Starting to get more and more participation with schools and understanding what we're doing here. Super proud that last night Channel 4 and Alex Del Barrio and Patrick Chevrolet was able to use some of the highlights from some of our game in some of their broadcasts. And yes, full cooperation right there in doing that. They understand what we're doing, and of course I've been there for 6 years here in the Rio Grande Valley trying to get as much film and coverage out there as we can, so I fully understand what it's like to have an additional camera guy out there getting some highlights to use during the broadcast, and we are trying to expand and do more of that and cooperation and communication with the other markets and the other venues. So my thanks again to Alex and to Patrick for giving us a little credit and running the highlights, and again, it was my pleasure to provide that as we continue to expand here on RealSportsLive.com. We start the third quarter of play. It's the Palmview Lady Lobos taking on the McAllen Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs in the white uniforms, and they'll have the ball as we start this second half of play. Alex Gamino, ball in her hands. She has paced the way, scoring with 9 points and 5 rebounds in the first half of play. Bulldogs with the lead. They led 6-4 after one, and currently with this 12-9 lead. Missed shot by Gamino. Long rebound out to the Lady Lobos. And then a turnover gives it right back. Guerra had the rebound and was pressured. The ball went out of bounds. Lady Bulldogs ball. Will Banks to Signs to Gamino. Steps through a double team off the glass. Left it short. McAllen got the rebound. For Sendar McAllen, that's her 4th rebound. Lady Lobos with the ball. Chance to tie from beyond the arc. Haven't connected beyond the arc yet. But just one time here in this game. That was 1 of 12 shooting beyond the 3-point line. 7:13 remaining here in the third quarter of play. It is getting cooler in this gym. They said it was going to get warm today. Where's that at? Lobos with the ball. Guerra hands it off to Cano. Cano swings it left side to Pena. Pena back to Cano. Cano on the dribble. Outside for a Pena 3. Good look, but it won't go. McAllen fights for the rebound. Out of bounds it goes. Touched last by Sendar McAllen, and it'll be Mackay ball. Low-scoring game here, 12-9. We're in the third quarter. Alex Gamino leads the way for Mackay. Nice pass to Giannis cutting through. Back to Gamino, over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks has that shot blocked by McAllen. Rebound comes out to Pena, and here come the Lady Lobos in the front court. Right side layup, up and in, wave it off. Cano made it, but wave it off. As back to draw the charge was Alex Gamino. Pena picks up her first foul. First foul of the second half. Wilbanks brings the ball up for the Lady Bulldogs. The Signs. Over it goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks in the paint, tried to dish it off. Deflected out in the hands of Cervantes. Top of the key to Gamino. Gamino on a clear out. Slows the pace with 6 minutes to go here in this third. Out it goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks looks inside, nothing there, and a couple of cutters. Backs it back out near the top of the key. Directs more traffic with 5:50 to go to Gamino. Gamino to Signs. Signs down the right side. Foul on the floor. Non-shooting foul. And that's going to be on Bocanegra. For Crystal Bocanegra, that's her third foul of the game. 5:42 to go. Substitution will check in for the Lady Lobos as here comes Judith Bocanegra in the game, replacing Crystal. Crystal was in foul trouble for most of that first half. Had to seat on the bench. Limited action. Now she'll have a seat here. Quick entry pass. Signs misses that shot. Rebound taken down by Brittany Cano. Cano in the game has 3 rebounds. There's a shot on the way that's off the back of the rim. It won't go. Offensive board, though. Put it up. McAllen put that one up. Count it, and a foul. Bocanegra kept it alive, but then it was McAllen getting the rebound and the putback and a chance to tie this game. Misses the free throw. Long rebound out to Gamino. Gamino now with 6 boards. Misses that shot by Wilbanks. Rebound comes out, and here come the Lady Lobos on the run again. Into the front court. Chance to take the lead for Palmview. Outside to Cano in the corner. Open Pena 3. Good. Jasmine Pena with a 3 at 5:01 to go. Pena now has 6 points as she's connected twice from beyond the arc. Gamino has it. Outside to Wilbanks. Wilbanks back to Gamino. It's a 5-0 run by the Lady Lobos here to start this second half, and Gamino tries to answer that, misses with a 3 out of bounds. .438 remaining here in this third quarter. Appreciate you watching out there on the social media. Those on Facebook, if you would, please share the link so we can get other fans interacting and involved in these games. Here in the RGV, entry pass. McAllen missed it, got her own board, put it up, in and a foul again. McAllen couldn't hit the first one, got a rebound, put it right back up and in. She now has 6 points and 6 rebounds. It's a 7-0 run by the Lobos here in the third quarter. Line drive free throw won't go. Rebound. Lady Bulldogs have it in the front court. Wilbanks to the right side to Gamino. Gamino to Signs. To Cervantes, back to Signs. Past McAllen, blocked it. Rebound, Lady Lobos. That's Bocanegra with another rebound for Judith. Her second since entering the game here in the third quarter. Overhead pass to Guerra. Guerra back to Cano. Patient set this time by the Lobos. Out to Pena. They quickly guard her. Now in the baseline, Cano gets free and makes that one inside the arc. Brittany Cano secures her first points of the game. It's a 9-0 run and a 6-point lead now for the Lady Lobos of Palmview. Gamino, open three, perfect. Alex Gamino was kind of just shocked she was that open, hesitated, made sure she was squared up, and then splashed that one in. Her third three-pointer of the game. Make it 4 of those for Gamino. Palmview, a loose ball, that's a kick ball, and that's going to be a turnover. Gamino now with 12 points and 6 rebounds. She's 4 of 11 outside the arc. 3:11 to go here in the third. 3-point game. Inbound play coming up for Mac High. They'll bring it across the timeline. Here comes Wilbanks. Wilbanks to the top of the key, left open. Lets a 3 go of her own and missed that one. Long rebound. Gamino secures that. Comes back outside, and then foul is going to be called. They'll call that on Judith Bocanegra. Gamino secured the board, her 7th of the game. Gamino now guarded by Jasmine Pena. Has it on the dribble. Nice pass inside. Shot goes up. No good. Short by Giannis. Might have been blocked by Magayan. In the front court, here come the Lady Lobos. Outside, open 3, Pena, and that's good. Jasmine Pena has another 3. She's now got 9 points. 2:26 to go here in the third. The lead is back to 6 for the Lady Lobos. Gamino, that pass through the lane and out of bounds it goes. 12-3, the Lobos have outscored the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. Big part of that, Jasmine Pena dialing it in from beyond the arc. Cano has it on that left wing. Out to Pena. Pena, nothing doing on the shot this time. 2:03 to go. Right side in the corner it goes. Back to Cano. Brittany Cano. Brings it out on her own with 1:53 to go in the third. Outside to Guerra. Looking inside for Magayan posting up. Nothing there. 1:46 left here in the third. On the attack, Guerra hands it off to Pena. Pena, the leading scorer in the game for the Lobos, has 9 points, all of them coming here in this third quarter. Cano on the dribble. Top of the key it goes. On the dribble, Guerra. 1:23 to go. In the corner. Cano has it knocked away, recovers. Skip pass over the defense. Pena for 3. Answer, no. Rebound. Tip, controlled by Signs. Outlet pass to tipped, and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be off the Lobos' hands. Celeste Signs got that rebound, had it poked away, but it will be Lady Bulldog ball. A minute left here in the third. Across the timeline for Wilbanks. Over to Gamino. Gamino to Signs, back to Gamino with 53 seconds left. Gamino to Wilbanks. Wilbanks with a jab step. Over to Gamino. Now to Signs. Signs turns, back to Gamino. Here's a 3, and it's short. Rebound in the paint. Out of bounds it goes. Touch last by the Lady Bulldogs. Demarius Giannis looked like she had a chance at that rebound, but couldn't control it. 38 seconds left here in the half, or the third quarter. Palmview with the ball. Cano across the timeline. See if they go for one shot here, up 6. They scored 4 points in the first, 5 points in the second, and have scored 12 points here in the third quarter to lead by 6. Cano has the ball on the dribble. Better watch that 5-second call. makes that move forward, resets the 5-second call. Now pass it outside to Guerra with 10 seconds to go. Back to Cano. Cano dribbles in. Nice crossover, spins, back outside to Pena. Pena with 4 seconds. Outside it goes. Here's a three by Guerra at the buzzer, and it won't go. But the Palmview Lady Lobos find a little offense in that third quarter and lead by 6. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
My name is Isaac Smith, and I'm co-owner of Mott's Building Materials. The Mott's Flooring Department has everything, with the largest in-stock selection in the Valley. You can find vinyl and ceramic tile, hardwood, carpet, and vinyl flooring all under one roof. Our flooring experts can help you figure out what works best for you and your budget. Walk out with your floor that same day or get it delivered anywhere in the Valley the next day. Built on history, built on family, built on trust. Mott's Building Materials.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here, and thanks again for watching here on RealSportsLive.com. Just talking things over with the Eagle Pass CC Wynn head coach, thanking us for the coverage here. And my friends, we've just begun here on RealSportsLive.com on what we're doing and what we're rolling out. On some cases, I can look at it and say, wow, we can get a lot better. But I know where we're at. I know what we're doing. Shot goes up and in, made by McAllen. Sindar McAllen with the bucket. She's got 8 points and 7 rebounds. 8-point lead, just like that, for the Lady Lobos. Camino has the ball for Mackay. Nice move by Wilbanks off the glass with a shot, no good. Signs is there. Can't get the shot to go, but she'll get fouled. Wilbanks penetrated. Signs got the rebound for Celeste Signs. That's her 5th rebound of the game. She'll stand at the line here for the Lady Bulldogs of Mackay. 5'10" senior. Couple of points with those 5 rebounds. Hasn't shot a free throw yet. Meanwhile, that foul on Renee Flores is her 4th. Free throw number 1, good by Signs. Flores has been quiet here in this game. She'll have a seat on the bench now for the Lobos. 4 points scored, all of them coming from the free throw line for Flores. Meanwhile, Signs' next free throw is good. Lady Bulldogs 3 of 4 from the free throw line here in this game. Down by 6. 4th quarter action, 7 minutes remaining. Lobos on the dribble. Guerra lobs it inside. Signs nearly stole it. Tipped it out of bounds. Touched last by Crystal Bocanegra. Turnover gives the ball back to the Lady Bulldogs. They led after a quarter, led at the halftime break. Struggled scoring in the 3rd quarter and now trailed by 6. Wilbanks on the dribble. One hands it over to Gamino. Gamino to Signs. Signs attacks right side. Missed it, but got fouled, and that'll be the 4th foul on Bocanegra. Or is that McAllen? That's McAllen. McAllen calls the call for the foul. Timeout called by the Lady Lobos. That's just her 2nd foul. 6:43 to go. More free throws coming up for Celeste Signs after this on RealSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of 120.
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here, we're at the House of Pain tournament, and 2017 version is the year 2017 is about to close down, roll into 2018. At the line, Celeste Signs for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll roll the first one off the mark. That's her first miss at the line. She's now 2 of 3. She'll be ready with another one here. And that one misses. Rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. Giannis snuck in there and got the rebound. Outside to Wilbanks. Wilbanks to Gamino. Gamino giving room, gets it to Signs. Signs in the paint. Outside to Wilbanks for a long 3. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound, McAllen secures it for the Lady Lobos. Into the hands of Cano. Cano overhead pass to Guerra, wants a 3 and made it. Brittany Guerra with a long 3. And suddenly the Lobos are excelling at the three-point arc. They're 3 of 5 here in the second half after going 1 of 12 in the first half. Gamino has it for the Lady Bulldogs. They're down 9. They need a bucket here. Signs, 5:53 remaining. Outside to Cervantes, back to Gamino, over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks on the drive, takes it inside traffic. That ball's kicked out of bounds. Stay here. Appreciate you watching here on RealSportsLive.com, whether it's on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube Live, or on Roku Television, or on Apple TV, or on the website. Either way, we got you covered here on RealSportsLive.com. Inbound play to Signs. Signs outside. Now we'll get it to Wilbanks for an open 3 in the corner. That one's too strong. Rebound, Bocanegra secures that board. Into the front court for the Lady Lobos. They can afford to be patient now as they're up by 9. Cano has it. Off the dribble against the defensive Giannis. In the corner it goes. Nothing there for Cano. Cano overhead pass to Bocanegra. Back out on top it goes to Guerra. Guerra attacks in the paint. Missed the shot. Rebound by Wilbanks, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Again, needing a basket. Wilbanks on the dribble. 4:48 remaining. They've been outscored 5-2 here in the fourth quarter. 17-5 here in the second half. Wilbanks off the drive, rolls it off the mark, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Wilbanks will touch it last. Mackay Lady Bulldogs just 5 of 33 shooting here in this game. That's 15%. They're 1 of 15 inside the arc for 7%. Lobos with the ball. Cano takes it off the dribble to the right side. Off the glass, in and a foul. Brittany Cano on the finish. The 5'5 senior will step to the free throw line for the Lady Lobos, who found a little offense here in the second half and have the lead. 4:14 remaining. Free throw for Cano. First time at the line today. Missed it. Rebound comes out to the Lady Bulldogs. Aubrey Gonzalez with that board. 4 minutes left here in the half. 7-2. The Lobos have outscored the Lady Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter. Needing a bucket is Mac High. Clear out for Wilbanks to work on the right side. Two-man game goes to Celeste Signs into a double team. Got tied up quickly. Possession arrow stays here. Substitution off the bench. Here comes Renee Flores back in the game for the Lobos. And she'll replace Brittany Guerra. Inbound play coming up for the Lady Bulldogs. Wilbanks sets him in motion. To Signs. To Gamino in traffic. Dribbles away. Sets it back up. Over to Wilbanks on the right side. Wilbanks. Back to Gamino. Gamino back to Wilbanks. Nice pass into Signs. Head and shoulder fake. Shot up. Blocked. And a foul is going to be called on McAllen. That'll stop the clock with 3:35 remaining in this ball game. And it'll be a free throw opportunity for Celeste Signs. Signs, 2 shots coming up. In the game, she's 2 of 4 from the line. First one, no good. Next one coming up. That's in. 1 of 2 on the trip. Lobos with the ball. 3:33 left here in this game. This is the silver bracket championship game at the House of Pain from McAllen Memorial in McAllen, Texas. Flores has the ball off the dribble. She's been limited today. Hands it off. Nice pass to Bocanegra. Lays it off the rim. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Touched last by Mac High. Bocanegra has been quiet. She's got no points. Inbound play for the Lobos, and yet they lead by 10. Top of the key, it goes to Flores. Flores for an open 3. Got it. Renee Flores secures a 3, and the three-point shooting has just come to life here in the second half for the Lady Lobos. They're now 4 of 6 beyond the arc. Again, you go back, they were 1 of 12 in the first half. 2:44 remaining in this game. Off the dribble, Wilbanks. Wilbanks, overhead pass to Gamino. Gamino with a long 3, and that one won't go off the back of the rim. Long rebound comes out to Flores. 2:26 remaining in this game. Flores on the dribble to the left side. Lobs it inside to McAllen. Caught it, shot it, laid it up, no good. Rebound by Wilbanks. That would have been a good finish. In the front court, Wilbanks over to Gamino. Makes a move, has it stripped and stolen. And here come the Lady Lobos. 2-on-1 break. Flores right back to Cano. Lay it up and in. Cano on the finish. And another big quarter here for the Lady Lobos, and a timeout called by the Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with
back here. Welcome again to coverage here at Real Sports Live. There's a shot up and in by Wilbanks. Wilbanks with the bucket, cuts the lead to 13, but Mackay is going to need some stops in a hurry. There's a steal by Signs. Signs in the front court to the left-hand side, puts it up off the glass and in. Off the turnover. Now comes full court pressure in the back court. Lobos with the ball. Cano has it, dribbles to the right side, brings it into the front court. Swings it left side to Bocanegra. Bocanegra brings it back out with 1:12 to go. Hands it out to Flores. Flores makes a nice move to the left-hand side. Spins it back outside with 1:06 to go. Poked away, recovered. Puts it on the floor again into a double team, and a foul is going to be called. Wilbanks was there, so was Signs. I'll call it on Signs. That's the 4th team foul on Celeste Signs. 4th team foul for the Lady Bulldogs here in the second half. So non-shooting foul, no free throws yet. Inbound play. Jumper on the way by Cano. That won't go. Magayan put that one up. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Lady Bulldog ball. Next game, Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers taking on Edinburgh Velo. Final minute playing out here in this game. Wilbanks off the dribble. Traveled. Call for the carry that time. 47 seconds to go. Long inbound pass. Magayan tries to track it down, but Signs outruns her and gets it for the Bulldogs. Hands it off to Aubrey Gonzalez. Quickly to Wilbanks, and she's fouled by Bocanegra. That should be it for Bocanegra. I'll call it the 4th foul on Bocanegra, so she stays in the game. Wilbanks at the line. 38 seconds left in this game. Short arms the first. That was a 1-and-1. Rebound to the Lobos, and they control it in the front court to the right side. There's a foul call. Wilbanks commits the foul. Another non-shooting foul. I'll check that. That's the 7th, so it is free throw opportunity for the Lady Lobos. I don't know why they didn't call that a free throw. That was the 7th team foul here in the second half. We'll check that. Just the 5th. Lobos have 7 fouls. Lobos with the ball. Flores dribbling it out with 20 seconds to go in this game. They trailed 6-4 at one quarter, 12-9 at the half, and then found the offense in the second half, and are going to walk out of here with a silver championship trophy. Flores on the dribble. Double team. Ball gets back outside, and Wilbanks forces the issue. Now the ball's stolen, and that's it. Final score, 33-22. The Lobos of Palmview are the silver bracket champions here at the House of Pain tournament. Jasmine Pena finishes the game with 9 points, and 6 of those came in the third quarter when she found the range from the three-point arc, but this team found the range from the three-point arc in the second half. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc to win this one by the score of 33-22. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We're going to hand out the trophy. We'll keep it right here for that trophy presentation. The Lobos of Palmview are the silver bracket champions. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling for RioSportsLive.com. See you soon.